Death of a Unicorn. Now, this movie is the new movie from A24, and it's a horror comedy. Although, to be honest, I like the horror aspect, but it really wasn't all that funny, except the ridiculous deaths. But Joanna Ortega and her father, Paul Rudd, are going to a nature preserve and full of all these exotic creatures. Now, on the way, Paul Rudd's not paying attention, so he hits something. And what do they know? They just hit a unicorn. Now, looking at when you first see the unicorn, you see that that's exactly as I would have pictured unicorn. Majestically beautiful, but at the same time absolutely horrific when you look deeper and deeper into it. Now, it's just a baby, so when Jenna Ortega touches the horn, she gets zapped into like a connection with the unicorn, deep into like a trance-like space. It's pretty cool visuals. And then Paul Rudd just absolutely just whacks it in the head. But it's still alive. They throw it in the back of the car, but they all recovered in blood. Now, Paul Rudd in this movie has allergies and a couple other things, but the blood has shown to be transformative. Now, they're going to meet his boss of a pharmaceutical company, of course. So once the boss finds out, who's played by Richard E. Grant, he's just hilarious. You have Tia Leone as his wife, and his son is Will Poulter, who I don't know if anybody's heard. I just think he's a terrible actor. I just think he's awful. But he's ridiculous in this role, and it kind of works. But of course, they exploit it, and the baby unicorn that was in the car rips it out, sticks its head out, and then one of the attendants shoots in the head. Now the parents want revenge because there's a tale of the unicorn from the Middle Ages about how a group of nobles or captured unicorn with the help of a fair maiden, and the unicorns like wanted revenge after being put into captivity. It's pretty horrific. Now in this one, Richard E. Grant gets stabbed. One of the scientists gets stabbed as well. Another one of the scientists gets thrown apart and ripped apart by a bunch of hyenas tearing at a gazelle. I never thought I'd see a horse rip somebody apart. And then Will Poulter gets absolutely kicked in the head. Tia only gets ripped apart. But there's some really gruesome deaths, and they're kind of funny in a horrific sort of way. But basically, it's a fun movie. It's ridiculous in its plot and premise, but some interesting deaths. I wouldn't say it's the best movie in the world, but it's well worth it if you go on a cheap day at your local theater. It's a really fun time. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, have a great day, and as always, God bless.